You know, it's nothing fancy. We're working with a very traditional hand composting, thermophilic composting system. We don't even Johnson Sue. What we love about the thermophilic is that it's like, kind of requires a lot of attention for about 2 weeks, and then it ages. So I can totally pay attention to it every day for 2 weeks. That's not that big of an ask. And then I move it along. So we make our piles in the center. When they're ready to go, they get moved into different stalls to age. And then we track these about once a week. We come in and we check everything under the slide and we say, does it meet our minimum requirements? If for any reason it doesn't, sometimes we'll take an extract from a strong pile and apply it onto the pile that's not looking so good. So it like boosts it right back up. And then we just have a couple separate piles for the ones, you know, pre-sifted. These are ones we've already sifted out. And then we have a thicker pile, and this one we use as a mulch additive.
Okay.
So we basically mix it with mulch to inoculate mulch for trees.
Excellent. Yeah, I can see the fungi.
So that gives us, you know, a good use for our larger pieces instead of waiting for that to break down even further. The nature of the process is that a lot of the times it's chunky compost. You know, it's not like a lot of commercial compost. What we make is not as fine, but it also has a lot of great biology because of that.
And then you do screen it down before you make the extract, right?
Correct. So we screen everything before we make the extract. That is a step that we didn't have to do with the cone brewer.
Okay.
So that is an added step, but it still takes way less than 3 hours. So it's totally worth it for us. It's not a big deal for us to screen, you know, to screen a few batches of it. And we are working on, we need to get it set up still, but we've got a pump now that'll take the water from the rain barrels, and then we're setting up a misting system to mist our piles with the rainwater so that we can have that kind of regularly going instead of hand watering them, which we do about twice a week now. We teach a class about all the different types of composting and helping people understand like what type of compost makes sense for them personally. There's so many ways to compost, and if you don't figure out which one makes sense for your time commitment and your bandwidth and your tools, then you're gonna get frustrated and you're not gonna wanna compost. So, and in that class, we do a demonstration of how to do our thermophilic compost, where we basically give away all of our secrets, but it's for the sake of making the world a better place, so it's okay.